Hi and welcome to another Stax video tutorial. This time we're going to have a look at creating a group of radio buttons. We're going to go through adding a few buttons to a group, then adding the default images and finally setting up the names. So let's dive straight in. I've already loaded up my test application, and as you can see I've put in place the labels for my radio buttons. So the first thing I'm going to do is drag in a group, and the group is going to be used to contain our buttons. So that's the group on the page there. Now next I'm going to drag in 3 button controls from the palette on the left hand side. And then I'm going to add the images. So I've got 2 images here selected in Explorer. The first one is the default image, so that's the one without any hover state or any click. And the second one is the click state. So when the user selects the radio button, this is the image that's displayed. Now the system knows which button is which by the last part of the file name. So the default one, that's the standard state, is named _def.png or .jpeg. And the on-click state is named _OVR. So if you just highlight those images and drag them over the top of the button control and let go of your mouse button, they'll be set as the default and on-click state for the button. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for the remaining 2 buttons. And that should be the images set up. I'm just going to tidy up the box so it's a little bit tighter and drag it into position. There we go. So the next thing I'm going to want to do is set up the open names or human readable names for each of the controls. So I've clicked on the button and I'm going to type in white as the first name. And then type in pink and green respectively for the other 2 buttons. Next I'm going to select the group control and I'm going to change the type from the classic to choice, and that tells the system that these are a set of choice or radio buttons. So essentially that's all there is to setting up the radio button group. The next thing I want to do is publish the application and test it on Facebook. So I'm going to go to the publish menu and then say save and publish and confirm all the dialogues, and then switch over to the browser to have a look at it actually in Facebook. So here's our application loaded, and as you can see, if I click each of the radio buttons, it selects the correct choice that I've clicked on. And that's all there is to setting up radio buttons on the Stax platform. I hope this has been useful.